सारे जा सकते हैं। तो प्लीज़ बहुत सारे वॉलंटियर ने जो मेरी आवाज़ सुनकर असिस्ट कर बजाय मैनू गल करते उत्थे जाके काम करते नजर आ एक टेबल तो सारे स्नैक्स वास्ते बाहर भेजना शुरू कर दें। तो स्नैक्स भी चलेंगे, अगर कीर्तन भी चलेगा तो प्रोग्राम भी साढ़ा चलता रहेगा। तो मैं फतेह बुलाना जिस तरह कि आप कीर्तन की रक्षा कर सकें। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।
वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। अज असीं तुहानूं गिलरवा उपर शब्द सतगुरु नानक प्रगटिया सरवण करवाउण जा रहे हां। संगत जी, तुहाडे चरणां विच बेनती है कि जे तुसीं अपना सिर ढक सको अते शूर रूप कर सको धन्नवादी होवांगे। शब्द सरवण करो जी। Could you guys please cover your heads?
ਇੱਥੋਂ ਦੀ ਲਿਆਓ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਦੇਖੋ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਲੰਘਦਾ ਜਿਹਨੇ ਬੜਾ मैं ना फिर रुक जाऊँ I work for a hotel. There is mango, yeah. I think it's ਹੁਣੇ ਫੋਟੋ ਖਿਚਾ ਲਓ ਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਇੱਧਰ ਆ ਜਾਵਾਂ
Oh, wow. Yeah, all yesterday. That should be.
local Antioch kids and Shukrana kids, please come behind the curtain.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. First, we're going to start with category 1. We have Arja Kaur coming to us from all the way from Redmond, Washington. Arja Kaur from Redmond, Washington. Her hobbies include reading, crafting, and Bhangra. The skills she wants to learn the most are cooking and baking. And if she could become president for one day, she would pass a law that everyone is equal.
Next we have Mariott. She's 6 years old. She's from Cumming, Georgia. Her hobbies are painting, sketching, swimming. The skill she wants to learn most is ice skating. If she becomes the president, she will increase the salaries of poor people. And she wants to be an artist and writer.
Hello. Next we have Jia Kaur. So please come up, Jia Kaur. Jia is 8 years old. She's from Dallas, Texas. Her favorite hobbies are crafts, swimming, and gifting. Her favorite athlete is Virat Kohli, and she wants to learn how to use AI as a skill that she wants to learn the most.
Next we have coming from Massachusetts is Bonnie Kaur. She is 6 years old. She likes playing video games, reading, and arts and crafts. Her favorite athlete is Pooja Singh, and the skill she wants to learn the most is Gatka. Gurbani Kaur.
Alright, next we have Ajay Singh. He's 9 years old from Rochester Hills, Michigan. His favorite athlete is Ronaldo, and the skill he wants to learn the most is bicycle kick. And he will make the speed limit higher if he becomes the president.
Next we have Panur Kaur. So Panur Kaur, please come up. Panur is 8 years old. She's from Beaverton, Oregon. She loves to read, play chess, and do gymnastics. And if she was president for one day, she would like to pass a law where everyone would be treated equally.
Next we have Harveer Singh coming from Chicago, Illinois. reading, and coding. His favorite athlete is Pete Armstrong from the Chicago Cubs, and the skill he wants to learn the most is piano.
Next one is Lizzie Tar. She's 7 years old, and she's from Charlotte, North Carolina. Her favorite athlete is her dad, pickleball player. The skill she wants to learn the most is math, and if she becomes a president, she will pass a law where nobody is fighting and we fight the country.
Next we have Japji Kaur. So Japji Kaur, please come up. Japji is 8 years old. She's from Windsor, Ontario, Canada. And her favorite athlete is Ronaldo. So any of you like Messi out there, don't get into a fight with her. And when she grows up, she wants to be Prime Minister of Canada.
Next we have from Cincinnati, Ohio, Navnoor Kaur. She's 7 years old. Her 3 favorite hobbies include swimming, dancing, and painting. Her favorite athlete is Messi, and the skill she wants to learn the most is flying. Navnoor Kaur.
The next we have is Singh. He's 10 years old from Westchester, Ohio. His favorite hobbies are riding bicycle, drawing, reading book. The skill he wants to learn the most is Becca. And if he becomes the president, he will pass the law so we can keep the earth.
Singh is 9 years old from Toronto, Ontario, from Canada. She is 9 years old from Toronto, Canada. If she was president for one day, she would pass a law that would make airports more friendly.
Next we have coming all the way from Bakersfield, California, 5 miles away, Sukhnur Singh. His 3 favorite hobbies include drawing, hide and seek, and swimming. The skill he wants to learn the most is soccer, and if he becomes president, he wants to help poor people. Sukhnur Singh.
Next one we have is Singh from Brownstown, Michigan. He's 8 years old. His favorite hobbies are drawing, soccer, riding a bike. The skill he wants to learn the most is front flip. If he becomes the president, kids will be happy because he's going to have free ice cream for all the kids if he becomes the president.
that concludes Group 1 and brings the beginning of Group 2. So can I have Aryan Singh come up? Aryan Singh. So Aryan is 10 years old. He's from Kent, Washington. His three favorite hobbies are playing soccer, watching movies, and chatting. And his favorite athlete is Messi, so the Ronaldo people don't like this. Thank you.
Next we have Anhad Singh. Anhad Singh is from Portland, Oregon. His three favorite hobbies are math, video games, and country relations. His favorite athlete is Michael Phillips. And if he can become president for one day, he would ban smoking and he will add military training in college as a mandatory law. Anhad Singh.
Her favorite athlete is her dad. He's the first Sikh in North America to finish marathons in all 7 continents. The skill she wants to learn the most is cooking. And if she becomes the president one day, she will pass the law that there will be no more pineapple on the visa.
Next we have Sarwan Singh. He's 10 years old from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He loves playing soccer, reading comics, and playing with his friends. And if he was president for a day, he would pass, you can't cut down trees unless absolutely necessary.
Her three favorite hobbies include dancing, playing waja, and singing. Her favorite athlete is Serena Williams. And if she becomes president, the law she would pass is free medicine and food for the needy. When he grows up, he wants to be a soccer athlete. Mariott Singh.
9 years old, all the way from Franklin, Washington. Hobbies are playing tennis, playing with sisters, and traveling. The skill he wants to learn the most is having the courage to speak in front of a lot of people. And if he becomes the president, he will pass a law that there will be no religious assault.
Next we have Singh. He's 11 years old. His three favorite hobbies are soccer, drawing, tabla, and kirtan. That's four actually. And if he was president for one day, the law he would pass would be that there would be a Khalsa school in every single state.
Next we have age 10 from Dallas, Texas. Her three favorite hobbies include reading, acting, and dancing. Her favorite athlete is Pooja Singh, and the skill she wants to learn the most is algebra. That's something I'm also trying to learn as well.
California. His three favorite hobbies are video games, basketball, and tabla. The skill he wants to learn the most is to learn Gurbani, and he wants to become a doctor.
She is 11 years old from Burr Ridge, Illinois. Her favorite actress, I'm not sure what that is, and the law that she would pass if she was president for a day would be equality for all.
Group 3, we have one person from Group 1 who's coming now, Bonnie Kaur from Georgia. Bonnie Kaur. Her favorite athlete is Katie Netsky. The skill she wants to learn the most is ice skating. And if she becomes president, she wants to increase salaries for poor people so that they can have everything they want.
Next one, actually we're starting Group 3. So the first one from Group 3 is Amrita Singh. She's 12 years old. She's all the way from Bakersfield, California. Her favorite hobbies are tennis, piano, and being with her friends. If she becomes the president, she will pass a law that school will start at 10 a.m. and she wants to become a doctor.
And if he could become president for one day, he will make sure that there are no tariffs. I'm pretty sure a lot of countries would appreciate that right now.
Next we have Singh. He's 13 years old from Washington. His three favorite hobbies are playing basketball, playing video games, playing with friends. His favorite athlete is Michael Jordan. The skill he wants to learn the most is to play the tabla, and he wants to become a lawyer.
She's 13 from Dublin, Ohio. Her three favorite hobbies are tennis, soccer, and taekwondo. And if she was president for a day, she would pass a law in which schools have to give students dessert at lunch.
Singh from Perry, North Carolina. His hobbies include kirtan, riding, and riding on my bike. The skill he wants to learn the most is how to play the sarangi, and if he would be president, he would allow Sikhs to wear turbans in public.
She's 13 years old. She's from Rockville, Washington. Three favorite hobbies are playing badminton, reading, and spending time with family. Her favorite athlete is PV Sindhu.
Her favorite hobbies are oil painting, dilruba, and singing. And a skill that she would like to learn the most is that she would like to get better at kirtan.
His three favorite hobbies are art, yoga, and astronomy. When he grows up, he wants to be a space scientist.
Next we have Sahib Singh. He's 12 years old. He's from Ontario, Canada. Three favorite hobbies are math, coding, and soccer. The skill he wants to learn the most is math and coding, and he wants to become a business owner.
She's 14 years old from Dallas, Texas. Her favorite hobbies are reading, cooking, and dancing. And the skill that she wants to learn the most is become fluent
have Swabi Kaur from Redmond, Washington. Her three favorite hobbies include playing rabab, kirtan, and traveling. Her favorite athlete is Oja Singh, and the skill she wants to learn the most is to learn a new language.
Next we have Swarpreet Kaur. She is old, all the way from Bakersfield, Wisconsin. Her favorite hobby is art. The skill she wants to learn the most is art, and when she grows up, she wants to become a good sketch artist. Actually, sorry, he didn't send it to the Sikh Gurbani. So, Swarpreet Singh from Bakersfield, Wisconsin.
Next we have Krishna Kaur. She's 12 years old from Cincinnati, Ohio. Her three favorite hobbies: dancing.
Next, we have Zeta Kaur from Bellevue, Washington. Her three favorite hobbies include cooking, violin, swimming. The skill she wants to learn the most is playing Dilruba, and if she could become president for one day, she would make affordable college education for everyone. If only she was president 10 years ago.
Before we start group 4, we're going to call Arza Kaur from group 1 again on the stage, so we can take a picture.
Now let's start group number 4. So we have Miss Maud Kaur. She is 13 years old. She's from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Her three favorite hobbies are tennis, shopping, and watching shows. And if she was president for one day, she would pass a law in which everybody would get free food and money for life. I can only wish.
Next, we have Devnur Kaur coming from Atlanta, Georgia. Her favorite athlete is Michael Jordan. The skill she wants to learn the most is singing, and she wants to be a doctor when she grows up.
Next we have Nur Kaur from Columbia. His favorite hobbies are kirtan, tennis, and crafts. She wants to learn Dilruba and some other string instruments. If she becomes a president for one day, she will pass a law to make healthcare free and available to all, and she wants to become a sports medicine specialist.
learn for. She is 15 years old. Her three favorite hobbies include watching movies, reading books, and playing board games. The thing she wants to learn the most is how to do a backflip. And if she was president, she would make every weekend a 3-day weekend.
Next we have she's 17 years old and she's from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. Her three favorite hobbies are going to the gym, playing pickleball, and car sporting supercars. Her favorite athlete is Singh. When she grows up, she wants to run for a governor and for a president. And if she becomes a president for one day, she will make all the politicians to take a lie detector test.
Next we have Singh. He's 16 years old from Dallas, Texas. His three favorite hobbies are soccer, cello, and reading. His favorite athlete is Mohamed Salah, and when he grows up, he wants to be an investment banker.
We do have a quick announcement. If someone is missing a phone, there's a cover to it. It looks like this. Please come and get it from the stage. Alright, thanks. The skill she wants to learn the most is speaking skills. And when she becomes a grown-up, she wants to be a psychologist.
Next we have Mariott Singh, all the way from Seattle. He's 15 years old. His three favorite hobbies are football, watching movies, and sleeping. The skill he wants to learn the most is driving, I think, and he wants to become a civil engineer.
Traveling to new places. The skill she wants to learn the most is French, and she wants to learn it fluently.
Next we have Rhythm Core from Webster, New York. Her favorite athlete is The skill she wants to learn the most is violin. Mind you, she doesn't want to just learn the violin. She wants to have a mastery of the violin. And when she grows up, she wants to be a cardiovascular surgeon. the Brook Ford from Salem, Oregon. Her three favorite hobbies are playing badminton, playing violin, and traveling. The skill she wants to learn the most is solving a Rubik's Cube, and when she becomes president, she wants to abolish high school finals.
She becomes a president for one day. The law she would pass to reverse all the Trumps, whatever he did.
Next we have Felicia Moore. She's 17 from Cary, North Carolina. Her three favorite hobbies are violin, volleyball, and crochet. The skill she wants to learn the most is to be ambidextrous, which is to write with both of your hands. And when she grows up, she wants to be an anesthesiologist.
Next we have Singh from Novi, Michigan. His three favorite hobbies are hanging out with his friends, trying new food, and traveling. The skill he wants to learn the most is get good at chess. And if he could become president for one day, he would mandate Sikh history in schools.
Next we have Singh. He's 80 years old, all the way from Mariott. His three favorite hobbies are playing pickleball, basketball, and hanging out with friends. The skill he wants to learn the most is public speaking, and he wants to become a cybersecurity officer.
Next we have is Kaur. She's 18 from Tampa, Florida. Her three favorite hobbies are swimming, crafting, and hiking. Her favorite athlete is Michael Phelps. And when she grows up, she wants to be a financial manager.
Next we have Kustan Kaur from Coral Ridge, Illinois. Her three favorite hobbies include listening to music, playing tennis, and reading. Her favorite athlete is Coco Gauff, and when she grows up, she wants to be a senator.
Next one we have Singh. He's 80 years old. He's all the way from Seattle, Washington. His three favorite hobbies are baking, basketball, and I think it's boxing. The skill he wants to learn the most is patience in the face of challenge. He becomes a president for one day. The law he would pass that his mom becomes a supreme leader.
Next, we have Singh. He is 16 years old from Seattle, Washington. Her three favorite hobbies are sleeping, going on walks, and cooking. And the skill that she would like to learn the most is I want to learn every language in the world.
Next we have Kaur from Allen, Texas. Her three favorite hobbies are crochet, gardening, and hiking. The skill she wants to learn the most is street fight. And when she becomes president, she wants free universal healthcare for all.
grows up, she wants to become a Minister of Defense.
Also, people in the front, can you get seated? Please in the back in view. I see people on the right are not doing better. You know, on the left, I still see a lot of people standing in the back. Can you please get seated?
मेरी आवाज़ तो ठीक है, मैं कवर तो नहीं हो रही। जल्दी हैं, जल्दी हैं, कैमरे से नहीं आ रही।
प्रोग्राम शुरू कर रहे हैं। प्लीज सारे चुप की बेनती करो।
One more time.
शुक्राना
ये सभी का लगेगा ये सभी का बच्चा ने बड़े छोटे छोटे बच्चे 4 साल को लेकर 10 साल तक किया है एक पूरा जो डांस है और जो पूरा काम है ये याद कराया कि नीरज कौर आ जाओ नीरज कौर क्या सियाना वालों सियाना ऑर्गेनाइजेशन दे दिया होने वालों नीरज कौर इनाम मिल रहा है कि बच्चे वालों ने कोई पेट के अंदर खा गया शुक्राना थैंक यू वेरी मच हम तुम्हारे सामने एक प्ले आ रहा है ना पापा होता तो चलो थोड़ा एक्शन भी सीखा है हम जो अगला आना है वो है बस शहीदा के सरकार गुरु अर्जुन देव जी के जरा डांस तो नहीं है ना ड्रामा है ये प्ले जो इतिहास के बड़े बंदे ने याद आएगा तो उसके वास्ते मैं टीम को पता देना कि शहीदा के सरकार जो प्ले है उन्होंने बड़े वास्ते सारे आ जाए टीम है जी छोटे और बड़े सारे बच्चे भी ने बड़े भी ने लेडीज ने जेंटलमैन भी ने इन्हें सारे ने मिलकर अपना अपना रोल किया रोल पावे जहांगीर का हॉल और जितने भी रोल है वो सारे कोले था क्या करने की कोले करने इन्होंने तैयार करवाया तो इस प्ले में जिन्होंने भी पार्टिसिपेट किया सारे अच्छे आ जाओ ये प्ले में भी आप देखोगे कि कोई भी प्रोफेशनल नहीं है सारी लोकल बंदे को तैयार किया तो बिना मजा ना आना जो आप ध्यान ना देखिए कि इतिहास के बड़े बंदे इतिहास में याद आते हैं तो और भी आप देख सकते हैं
गुरबाणी का कथन है, बाणियां कहानियां पुत पुत करें। आओ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਦੇ 3 ਪੁੱਤਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਛੋਟੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਸਨ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਬੀਬੀ ਭਾਨੀ ਜੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਧੀ ਸਨ। ਜਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸਪੁਰ ਸਾਰੇ ਸਨ ਤਾਂ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਸਰੋਵਰ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਦੇਖਭਾਲ ਅਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਸਾਰੇ ਕੰਮਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਲੈਂਦੇ, ਅਣਥੱਕ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਦੇ ਅਤੇ ਹਰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਕੰਮ ਦੀ ਨਿਗਰਾਨੀ ਰੱਖਦੇ। ਕੰਮ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਰਹਿੰਦਾ। ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਅਗਲੇ ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਤੱਕ ਮੁਕੰਮਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਏ, ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਥੋੜੀ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਹਾਂ। ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਜੇ ਕੰਮ ਅਸੀਂ ਥੋੜਾ ਜਲਦੀ ਕਰ ਲਈਏ ਤਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਛ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਘੱਟੋ ਘੱਟ ਕਰ ਹੀ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ। ਹੋਰ ਸੁਣਾਓ, ਕੰਮ ਤੇ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਹਾਲ ਹੈ?
ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ। ਮੈਂ 300 ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਕਮੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਵੇਚ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ ਹਾਂ ਅਤੇ ਕਾਲੇ ਦੀ ਸਿਲਾਈ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋਚੋ, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਇਹ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਸੁਣਨੀ ਪਈ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਇੰਨਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਬਣਾਇਆ। ਹੁਣ ਇੱਥੇ ਸਰੋਵਰ, ਦਵਾਖਾਨਾ, ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਭ ਕੁਛ ਹੈ।
ਮੈਂ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਸੀ ਰੂਹਾਨੀ ਲੋਕ ਤਾਂ ਪਹਾੜਾਂ 'ਚ ਧਿਆਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ, ਪਰ ਜਿੰਦਾ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਬਣਾਉਣੇ ਪਏ ਨੇ। ਇਹ ਸਭ ਕੁਛ ਉਹ 74 ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਕਮਾਲ ਹੈ। ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ, ਪਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਚਿੰਤਾ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ। ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹਿਣਗੇ। ਤੇਰੇ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੀ ਅਗਵਾਈ ਕੌਣ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਨੂੰ ਕੌਣ ਬਸਾਵੇਗਾ?
ਸਾਫ਼ ਹੈ, ਪ੍ਰਿਥਵੀ ਚੰਦ ਜੀ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੋ, ਭਾਰਤੀ ਰਵਾਇਤ ਅਨੁਸਾਰ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਬਾਣੇ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ।
ਹਾਏ ਰੱਬਾ, ਜੇ ਪ੍ਰਿਥਵੀ ਚੰਦ ਬਣਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਔਖਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ। ਉਹ ਰੋਟੀ ਖਾਣ ਵਾਲੀ ਥਾਂ ਤੇ ਕਦੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਦੇਰ ਨਾਲ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਕਦੀ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ। ਉਹਨੂੰ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਲੜਾਈ ਕਰਨਾ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਪਸੰਦ ਹੈ, ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਘੱਟ।
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਤਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਕੰਮ ਛੋਟੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਅਰਜਨ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ। ਹਾਲਾਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਸਿਰਫ 17 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਹਨ, ਪਰ ਉਹ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਆ ਕੇ ਕੰਮ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ ਤੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਅਖੀਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹਨ। ਸਾਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਧ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕਰਦੇ
ਹਾਂਜੀ, ਤੇ ਉਹ ਸਦਾ ਤੇ ਸੇਵਾ ਸਮੇਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ ਤੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪੂਰਾ ਯਕੀਨ ਹੈ ਜਦ ਸਮਾਂ ਆਇਆ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਸਹੀ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਕਰਨਗੇ। ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਆਪਣੀ ਚਚੇਰੇ ਭਰਾ ਦੇ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਵਿਆਹ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾ ਸਕੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ 2 ਪੁੱਤਰਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਤੀ ਚੰਦ ਅਤੇ ਮਹਾਦੇਵ ਨੂੰ ਜਾਣ ਲਿਆ, ਪਰ ਦੋਵਾਂ ਨੇ ਇਨਕਾਰ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਅਰਜਨ ਨੂੰ ਭੇਜਣ ਦਾ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ। ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਤੁਰੰਤ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਵੱਲ ਰਵਾਨਾ ਹੋ ਗਏ। ਪਰ ਵਿਆਹ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹ ਘਰ ਵਾਪਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਏ। ਕਈ ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਲੰਘ ਗਏ, ਪਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਘਰ ਵਾਪਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ। ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਅਤੇ ਪਾਠ ਕਰਕੇ ਗੁਜ਼ਾਰੇ। ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਬਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੂਫੀ ਮੀਆਂ ਮੀਰ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਸੁਣਿਆ।
अस्सलामुअलैकुम मियां मीर साहिब जी।
वालेकुम सलाम दोस्त, तुसी किवें हो?
बिल्कुल ठीक है साहिब जी। तुसी रामदासपुर तो उस नौजवान ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਜੋ ਇੱਥੇ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ?
नहीं जानता था नहीं, पर खुदा की रहमत नाल इत्थे तां सैकड़े मुसलमान हर रोज सेवा करते ने।
पर इनकी ਤਾਂ ਖਾਸੀਅਤ ਹੈ साहिब जी, ਉਹ ਮੁਸਲਮਾਨ नहीं है, वो गुरु नानक का सिख है। सादा जहाँ पहरावा है पर सिर्फ उनके राज्यवादी बात।
सच्ची विच एक सिख?
हाँ जी, वो गुरु रामदास जी का पुत्र है। कई हफ्तियां तो बिना किसी भेदभाव तो इत्थे लाहौर विच सेवा कर रहा सी। पहला तो ब्याह ते आया सी पर फिर इत्थे ही रुक गया। जब वो सेवा करता है तब दिलों चावला देता है। उसके मन विच सेवा लई सच्ची लगन है।
सुन के बहुत चंगा लग्या। आओ असी इस नौजवान का स्वागत करिए ते दोस्ती करिए। अज रात के खाने भी उसनु साडा मेहमान बनाइए। मैनू भी अजे रब दे प्यारे बहुत चंगे लगते हैं। चलो चलिए।
वाहेगुरु 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 वाहेगुरु। ਅੱਜ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ, ਚੁੱਪ ਦਾ ਦਾਨ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ ਜੀ। ਪਲੇ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਨਾਲ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਕਰੋ। ਸਾਰੇ ਟਰਾਈ ਕਰੋ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚੁੱਪ ਰਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
मियां मीर जी की गुरु साहिब नाल मित्रता हो गई। हालांकि वो वक्त-वक्त धर्मां, वक्त-वक्त उम्रां ਅਤੇ वक्त-वक्त तजर्बियां तो आए सन, पर उन्हां दी सोच ਅਤੇ विचार सांझे सन। इस तरह वो वधिया मित्र बन गए। समां लंघदा गया ਤੇ नौजवान अर्जन देव जी हाले भी लाहौर ਵਿੱਚ ਹੀ ਸਨ। उन्हां दा मन गुरु साहिब ਅਤੇ ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣ ਲਈ ਤਰਸ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਭਾਵਨਾਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਲਿਖਣ ਦਾ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ। उन्होंने लिखा, मेरा मन लुप्त गुर दर्शन ताई, बिल उतरे चात्र की न्याय, रेखा न उतरे सांत न आवे, बिन दर्शन संत प्यारे जी।
भाई गुरदास जी, थानू पता है कि
भाई गुरदास जी, थानू पता है कि गुरु अर्जन लाहौर तो कदों आ रहे ने?
ना जी, उनका काफी दिन हो गई। ब्याह ਤਾਂ ਕਦੋਂ ਦਾ ਮੁੱਕ ਗਿਆ और ਇੱਥੇ ਰਾਮਦਾਸਪੁਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਲੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੰਮ ਬਾਕੀ ਹੈ। ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਰੋਵਰ ਤਿਆਰ ਕਰਨੇ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਬਣਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ। ਉਮੀਦ ਆ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਲਦੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਬੁਲਾਉਣਗੇ। ਕਾਸ਼ ਪ੍ਰਿਥਵੀ ਚੰਦ ਵੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਭਰਾਵਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦਾ ਤੇ ਆ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੰਮ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਹੋਣਾ ਸੀ।
हाँ जी, लो ओ आ गया पृथ्वी चंद।
चलो भी काम ते लगो, बहुत लंबा आराम कर लिया। ये तो आप नहीं बन जाते, ये तो तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए।
ਪ੍ਰਿਥਵੀ ਚੰਦ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ 80 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਹਨ ਤੇ ਐਡੀ ਧੁੱਪ ਥੱਲੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਜੇਕਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮਦਦ ਕਰੋ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ।
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ, ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਹਾਂ, ਰਾਜਾ ਹਾਂ। ਜਦ ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਬਣਾਂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹੋ ਜਿਹੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ। ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ। ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਚੱਲਾਂ।
ਇਹ ਪ੍ਰਿਥਵੀ ਚੰਦ ਆ ਕੀ ਹੈ?
ਕੀ ਇਹ ਕਿੱਥੋਂ ਆਈਆਂ?
ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਹੱਥ ਚ ਡਿੱਗੀਆਂ। ਵਾਹ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਤਾ ਸੀ ਤੂੰ ਇੰਨਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੇਖਕ ਵੀ ਆ। ਇਹ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਲਿਖੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਹੈ ਨਾ?
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल मैं ही लिखिया ने। पर तुसी ये जवाब सवाल ही क्यों कर रहे हो?
ਤੂੰ ਕਦੋਂ ਤੋਂ ਇੰਨਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੇਖਕ ਬਣ ਗਿਆ? ਮੈਂ ਕਦੇ ਇੰਨਾ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਲਿਖਤ ਕੰਮ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ।
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ? ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਹਿਣਾ, ਮੈਂ ਚੱਲਿਆ।
ਐਸਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਪ੍ਰਿਥੀ ਚੰਦ, ਇਹ ਕਵਿਤਾਵਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਦੱਸਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਹੈ ਨਾ?
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਦੱਸਦੀਆਂ ਤਾਂ ਨੇ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ, ਮੈਂ ਹੀ ਲਿਖੀਆਂ ਨੇ।
ਫਿਰ ਦੱਸ ਇਹ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਖਤਮ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਾਂ ਆ ਹੋਰ ਰੱਖਦੀ ਸਿਆਹੀ ਨਾਲ ਕਿਉਂ ਲਿਖਿਆ?
ਉਹ ਹਾਂ ਵਕਤ ਆਉਣ ਤੇ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਏਗਾ। ਹਾਂਜੀ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ।
ਆ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੇ।
ਇਹ ਤੀਜੀ ਤੇ ਆਖਰੀ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਸੀ ਜੋ ਉੱਚੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਗਈ ਸੀ। ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਲਿਖਤ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸੀ। ਉਸ ਚਿੱਠੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਸੀ, ਮੋਹਿ ਰਹਿਣ ਨਾ ਵਿਹਾਵੇ, ਨੀਂਦ ਨਾ ਆਵੇ, ਬਿਨ ਦੇਖੇ ਗੁਰ ਦਰਬਾਰੇ ਜੀ, ਹੋਂ ਕੋਲੀ ਜੋ ਕੋਲ ਕਮਾਏ ਤੇ ਸੱਚੇ ਗੁਰ ਦਰਬਾਰੇ ਜੀ। ਇਹ ਤਿੰਨੋਂ ਚਿੱਠੀਆਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਤੱਕ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਈਆਂ ਗਈਆਂ। ਜਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚਿੱਠੀਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਪੜ੍ਹਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵਿਤ ਹੋਏ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੁਰੰਤ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਪਸ ਬੁਲਾਇਆ ਅਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਗੁਰਗੱਦੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਣ।
ਪ੍ਰਿਥੀ ਚੰਦ ਜੀ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਲੱਗਦੇ ਹੋ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਆਦਰਸ਼।
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਜਲਦੀ ਇਹ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਮੇਰੇ ਹੱਥ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ, ਮੇਰੇ ਕਾਬੂ ਹੇਠ। ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਾਂਗਾ ਕਿ ਅਸਲ ਆਗੂ ਕੌਣ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ।
ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਅਸਲ ਆਗੂ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੀ ਬਣੋਗੇ। ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੇ ਕੰਮ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਕੰਮਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਫਿਰ ਸਾਰੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਯਾਤਰਾ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ, ਸੰਗਤ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰੂ ਦੇ ਉਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧਾਉਣਾ ਹੈ।
ਹਾਂ ਇਹ ਸਭ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇਗਾ, ਪਰ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਤਾਕਤ ਦਿਖਾਵਾਂਗਾ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਸਾਰੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਚੱਲਣ। ਮੈਂ ਵੱਡੀਆਂ ਯੋਜਨਾਵਾਂ ਬਣਾਉਣੀਆਂ ਨੇ।
ਪ੍ਰੀਤੀ ਚੰਦ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣੇ ਹੀ ਰਾਮਦਾਸਪੁਰ ਤੋਂ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਹਾਂ। ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਐਲਾਨ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ।
ਉਹ ਹਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਦੇਰ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੈਣ ਲਈ ਭੇਜਿਆ ਹੋਵੇ। ਅੱਜ ਤਾਂ ਕਈ ਰਸਮਾਂ ਹੋਣੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਮੈਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਿਅਸਤ ਹੋਵਾਂਗਾ।
ਰਸਮਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਮੁੱਕ ਗਈਆਂ ਨੇ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਛੋਟੇ ਭਰਾ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਐਲਾਨਿਆ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਨੇ।
ਕੀ ਇਹ ਕੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ? ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ। ਮੈਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਬੱਚਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੱਡਾ ਵਿਵਾਦ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ।
ਨਹੀਂ, ਸੰਗਤ ਤਾਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ ਸੀ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜੇਕਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ, ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣੇ ਇੱਕ ਰਾਮਦਾਸਪੁਰ ਤੋਂ ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਹਾਂ। ਉੱਥੇ ਨਗਰ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਚੱਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ।
ਸੱਚੀ ਔਖੇ
ਮੇਰਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਰਾਇਆ ਸਭ ਮਿੱਟੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ। ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਬੇਇੱਜ਼ਤੀ ਹੈ। ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਿਖਾਵਾਂਗਾ।
1581 ਵਿੱਚ ਗੁਰੂ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ 5ਵੇਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਥਾਪ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਅੱਗੇ ਵਧਣ ਲੱਗੀਆਂ ਜਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤਸਰ ਸਰੋਵਰ ਦੇ ਵਿਚਕਾਰ ਨਵੀਂ ਇਮਾਰਤ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਦਾ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਕੀਤਾ। ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਈਂ ਮੀਆਂ ਮੀਰ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ।
ਯਾ ਖੁਦਾ, ਮੈਂ ਜੋ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਉਹ ਵਿਸ਼ਵਾਸ ਤੋਂ ਪਰੇ ਸੀ। ਇਹ ਬਾਣੀ ਇੰਨੀ ਸੁੰਦਰ ਸੀ। ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਸੀ ਅਤੇ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਪੜ੍ਹਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ, ਦੋਵੇਂ ਹੀ ਬੇਮਿਸਾਲ। ਮੈਂ ਸੁਣਿਆ ਇਸ ਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ।
ਉਹ ਸਭ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੈ।
ਮੈਂ ਵੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਇਹੀ ਸਵਾਲ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ। ਮੈਂ ਪੁੱਛਿਆ, ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖੁਦ ਇਸ ਸੁੰਦਰ ਬਾਣੀ ਲਿਖੀ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਉੱਚੀ ਤਾਕਤ ਨਾਲ ਜੋੜ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਰਾਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ? ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ, ਸਾਈਂ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੱਸਾਂਗਾ, ਪਰ ਸਮਾਂ ਆਉਣ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਮਝ ਲਵੋਗੇ। ਹੁਣ ਮੈਂ ਸੋਚ ਰਿਹਾ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕੀ ਅਰਥ ਸੀ।
ਸਾਈਂ ਮੀਆਂ ਮੀਰ ਜੀ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਦਿਨ ਇੰਤਜ਼ਾਰ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀ। ਜੀ ਆਇਆਂ ਨੂੰ, ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ। ਸਾਰੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਰੋਵਰ ਦੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਏ ਹਨ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਨਵੀਂ ਇਮਾਰਤ ਲਈ ਨੀਂਹ ਰੱਖੀ ਜਾ ਸਕੇ ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਨੀਂਹ ਦਾ ਪੱਥਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੱਖੋ।
ਬਾਬਾ ਬੁੱਢਾ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਇੰਨੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਨਾ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ ਇੰਨੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਇੱਜ਼ਤ ਦੇ ਯੋਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਾਂ। ਫਿਰ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਸੂਫੀ ਹਾਂ। ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਨੀਂਹ ਕੋਈ ਸਿੱਖ ਰੱਖੇ?
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਨੇੜਲੇ ਮਿੱਤਰ ਹੋ। ਹਾਲਾਂਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੂਫੀ ਹੋ, ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਇੱਕ ਹੀ ਰਚਨਹਾਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਦੀ ਸਿਰਜਣਾ ਹਾਂ। ਇਹਨਾਂ ਸਾਂਝੇ ਵਿਚਾਰਾਂ ਕਾਰਨ ਹੀ ਇੱਕ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਹੈ।
ਯਾ ਖੁਦਾ, ਮੈਂ ਅੱਲਾਹ ਪਾਕ ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਾ ਮਸ਼ਕੂਰ ਹਾਂ।
अगले 2 सालों काफी बढ़ गया। इसे दौरान प्रति चंद की मौत हो गई। गुरु साहब ने अपने उत्ते तकलीफां लियाउण वाले भरा ਲਈ भी कदे नफरत नहीं रखी, हमेशा उन्होंने प्यार किया। अक्तूबर 1605 ਵਿੱਚ गुरु साहब के दोस्त अकबर बादशाह की भी मौत हो गई। उसने अपने पोते खुसरो ਨੂੰ राज दिता, पर अकबर का पुत्र जहांगीर भी शक्तिशाली थी ਅਤੇ उसने राज अपना बना लिया। उसने खुसरो ਨੂੰ बागी राज हाथ में ले लिया। जहांगीर अपने पिता तो बहुत वखरा सी ਅਤੇ नीच सुभाव वाला सी ते होर धर्मां दी इज्जत नहीं करता सी। चंदू ਅਤੇ जहांगीर दोवें गुरु साहिब की वध रही पहचान ਨੂੰ रोकण ਲਈ कमर कस चुके सन।
कौन है गुरु जिसको ये लोग पूजते ने?
हजूर, ये नानक का अनुयायी है गुरु अर्जन देव। इसने पंजाब के कई शहरों में नवे शहर वसाए, दवाखाने खोले, पाठशाला बनाईयां ਅਤੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਰੋਬਾਰ ਖੋਲ ਕੇ ਦਿੱਤੇ। इसने तो अपना टैक्स भी ला दिता हजूर, जिसनों लोग दसवंध कहते आ। ये तो साडे राज अंदर अपना राज बनाउण नूं फिरदे आ।
राज अंदर राज मैं हरगिज नहीं होण देंगा। मैं अपने प्यो की तरह ढिल नहीं देंगा।
हजूर, ये तो शुरुआत है। वो लिखता लिखता है जो हिंदुओं को निंदित करदियां हन। वो हिंदू समाजिक ढांचे को समझदा नहीं। वो नीच जात वाले हिंदुओं को सिੱਖੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਹੈ? ਔਰਤਾਂ ਖੁੱਲੇ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ। ਜੇ ਉਹ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਹਨ ਕਿ ਸਿਰ ਉੱਤੇ ਪੱਗ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਉਹ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਜਾਤ ਬਦਲ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਨ ਤਾਂ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਬੜੀ ਗਲਤਫਹਿਮੀ ਹੈ। ਜੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੁਕਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਕੀ ਹੋਵੇਗਾ?
ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਡਾ ਖਾਸ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕ ਉਹਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨੇ?
ਲੋਕ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਪ੍ਰਭਾਵਸ਼ਾਲੀ ਹੈ। ਹਿੰਦੂ ਤੇ ਮੁਸਲਮਾਨ ਦੋਵੇਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਸ਼ਰਧਾਲੂ ਬਣ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਹਜੂਰ, ਸਾਰਾ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ।
मूर्ख लोग अपनी रिवायतां छड़ के किसी साधु के पीछे लगे फिरते ने। यह मनुख तां रोकिया ही जाना चाहिए है। इस अर्जुन नूं हुणे फड़ के लियाओ।
महान बादशाह जहांगीर का पैगाम लेके आया हाँ। आज लाहौर की उच्च अदालत ने गुरु अर्जन देव की गिरफ्तारी का हुक्म दिता है। उन्होंने इल्जाम अपनी लिखित राय नफरत फैलान ते इस्लाम की निंदा करेंगा ते तख्ती सरकार को चुनौती देंगा। गुरु अर्जन देव को जल्द से जल्द लाहौर की अदालत में पेश होना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो उन्होंने जबरदस्ती लगाया जाएगा।
पागल हो? तुसी इत्थे आके गुरु घर के अंदर गुरु साहिब के बारे में गलत किवें कह सकते हो? ਇਹ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਜਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਫ਼ਰਤ ਭਰਾ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਕਿਤੇ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਫ਼ਰਤ ਜਿਸ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਿਤਾ ਦੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਾਣੀ ਸੁਣਦਾ ਸੀ।
ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਨੂੰ ਆਸਰਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ? ਸਾਡੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਤੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਦੁਸ਼ਮਣ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮਝਦੇ। ਉਹ ਹਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਨੂੰ ਇਨਸਾਨ ਮੰਨਦੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਸਦੇ ਹਨ। ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ।
ਤੇ ਤਖਤ ਨੂੰ ਚੁਣੌਤੀ? ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਸੈਂਕੜੇ ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਰਾਜਾ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ਾਂਤੀ ਨਾਲ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਬਦਲ ਗਿਆ?
ਬੀਬੀ ਜੀ ਇਹ ਕੁਝ ਠੀਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗ ਰਿਹਾ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਛੇਤੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੇ ਸਿੰਘਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸੱਦੋ।
ਜਦ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਗ੍ਰਿਫਤਾਰੀ ਦੀ ਖਬਰ ਮਿਲੀ, ਉਹ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਸ਼ਾਂਤ ਰਹੇ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਜਾਣ ਲਈ ਤਿਆਰੀ ਕੀਤੀ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਬੁੱਢਾ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਕਰਵਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਕਿਹਾ, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਜੀ ਨੂੰ ਗੁਰਤਾ ਗੱਦੀ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਅਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੁਕਮ ਦਿੱਤੇ। ਫਿਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਭਾਈ ਬਿਧੀ ਚੰਦ ਸਮੇਤ 5 ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨਾਲ ਲਿਆ ਅਤੇ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਵੱਲ ਰਵਾਨਾ ਹੋ ਗਏ।
विधि जी सुनाओ लाहौर की होया।
जब गुरु साहब जहांगीर की अदालत में पहुंचे, जहांगीर ने गुरु साहब को सवाल किया, तू बागी खुसरो नू क्यों शरण दी? गुरु साहब ने जवाब दिता, मैं हर एक इंसान नू बराबर मनता हाँ। एक अकाल पुरख वाहिगुरु की निगाह विच अमीर गरीब, दोस्त दुश्मन, हिंदू मुसलमान सारियां नू बराबरता है। यही कारण सी कि मैं तुहाडे पुत्र खुसरो नू शरण दिती। जे मैं ए ना करदा ते मैं गुरु नानक दे सिख होण दे योग नहीं सी।
ते आह सुन के तो जहांगीर होर भी गुस्सा च आ गया मां।
हाँ जी, जहांगीर ने गुरु साहिब को जुर्माना देने लई कहा, पर गुरु साहिब ने इनकार कर दिता। उन्होंने कहा कि वो जुर्माना नहीं देंगे।
फिर की होया?
जिवें ही बाहर की संगत को पता लगा ते सिखां अते गैर सिखां ने दसवंध इकट्ठा करना शुरू कर दिता। तां जो गुरु साहिब की रिहाई लई रकम इकट्ठी की जा सके, पर गुरु साहिब ने प्यार नाल सारियां नूं रोकिया ते कहा कि वो एक पैसा नहीं लेंगे, क्योंकि जे जुर्म कीता ही नहीं ते जुर्माना कादा देना। फिर ए सुन के जहांगीर होर भी गुस्से में आ गया। उसने कहा कि आद ग्रंथ विचों इस्लाम की हकीकत नू हटा के मुड़ लिखो, पर गुरु साहिब ने इनकार कर दिता।
फिर की होया?
जिवें ही जहांगीर ने सारियां नू कहा कि तुसी चले जाओ, वाहिगुरु वाहिगुरु वाहिगुरु, सारे चले गए। उत्थे सिर्फ गुरु साहिब अते चंदू ही रह गए।
ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਉਸਨੇ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੀ ਦਿਸ਼ਾ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਲਈ ਬਦਲ ਦਿੱਤੀ। ਮਨੁੱਖਤਾ ਦੇ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੇ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਬੇਰਹਿਮ ਘਟਨਾਵਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਇੱਕ ਐਸੇ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਈ ਜੋ ਪਿਆਰ, ਨਿਮਰਤਾ ਅਤੇ ਉਦਾਰਤਾ ਦੀ ਮੂਰਤ ਸਨ। ਚੰਦੂ ਪਾਪੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਉੱਤੇ ਕਈ ਦਿਨਾਂ ਤੱਕ ਤਸ਼ੱਦਦ ਕਰਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ। ਇਨਸਾਨੀਅਤ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਿੱਖ, ਮੁਸਲਮਾਨ, ਹਿੰਦੂ ਸਭ ਗੁਰਲਾਓ थे।
कहर ऐ खुदा कहर होया लाहौर दी धरती उत्ते। पहला गुरु साहिब नू तत्ती तवी ते बिठाया गया ते फिर उन्हां दे सीस ते तपदा रेत पाया गया। फिर उन्हां नू उबलदी देग विच बिठाया गया। मैं कदे भी अजिहा दर्द नहीं वेख्या। उन्हां दे शरीर ते छाले ही छाले हो गए, चमड़ी मच गई, पर गुरु साहिब
ਅੱਲਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਵਾਸ ਸਵਾਸ ਸਿਮਰਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹੇ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ, ਓਹੋ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਾਲਕਾ।
ਮੈਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਕੋਲ ਭੱਜਿਆ ਤੇ ਅਰਜ਼ ਕੀਤੀ, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਮੈਂ ਚੰਦੂ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਕ ਲਵਾਂ? ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਸੋਨੇ ਦੇ ਸਿੱਕੇ ਦੇ ਦਿਆਂਗਾ, ਇਹ ਤਸ਼ੱਦਦ ਮੁੱਕ ਜਾਣ। ਪਰ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਵੱਲ ਵੇਖਿਆ, ਹੌਲੀ ਮੁਸਕਰਾਏ ਤੇ ਆਖਿਆ, ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀਆ ਮੀਠਾ ਲਾਗੈ, ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਪਦਾਰਥ ਨਾਨਕ ਮੰਗੈ। ਇਹ ਮੇਰੇ ਮਾਲਕ ਦੀ ਰਜ਼ਾ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਭਾਣਾ ਮਿੱਠਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਵੀਕਾਰ ਕਰਦਾ ਹਾਂ। ਮੈਂ ਕਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੁੱਲਾਂਗਾ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਸਾਈਂ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਮਝ ਲਓਗੇ। ਹੁਣ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ, ਇਹ ਸਿਰਫ ਉਹੀ ਮਨੁੱਖ ਸਹਿ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਜਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਆਪ ਵਸਦੇ ਹੋਣ। ਉਹ ਬਾਣੀ ਜੋ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦਿੱਤੀ, ਉਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ, ਅਕਾਲ ਪੁਰਖ ਤੋਂ ਆਈ ਹੈ।
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾਤਰ ਸਿੱਖ ਅੱਜ ਇਹ ਘਟਨਾ ਸੁਣ ਕੇ ਦੁਖੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਗੇ, ਪਰ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਭੁੱਲਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਹਾਦਤ ਦੇ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹਰ ਦੁੱਖ ਅਤੇ ਸੁੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਰਜ਼ਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿ ਕੇ ਕਬੂਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਅਤੇ ਅਡੋਲ ਰਹਿਣਾ ਵੀ ਸਿਖਾਇਆ ਹੈ। ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀਆ ਮੀਠਾ ਲਾਗੈ, ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਪਦਾਰਥ ਨਾਨਕ ਮਾਗੈ। ਤੇਰਾ ਕੀਆ ਮੀਠਾ ਲਾਗੈ, ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਪਦਾਰਥ ਨਾਨਕ ਮਾਗੈ।
ਇਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ 4 ਦਿਨ ਹੋਰ ਤਸ਼ੱਦਦ ਸਹਾਰਨ ਪਿੱਛੋਂ 30 ਮਈ 1606 ਨੂੰ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਦੀ ਜੋਤ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਜੋਤ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਗਈ। ਇਹ ਸਿੱਖ ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਦੀ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਸੀ। ਇਸੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਿੱਖ ਤਵਾਰਖ ਪੰਨਿਆਂ ਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਰਤਾਜ ਕਿਹਾ ਗਿਆ। ਸੱਚਾਈ ਇਹ ਹੈ, ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਚੰਦੂ ਦੀ ਈਰਖਾ ਜਾਂ ਖੁਸਰੋ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਰਨ ਦੇਣ ਕਰਕੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ। ਉਹ ਇਸ ਲਈ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਹੋਏ ਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੋਚ ਅਤੇ ਸਿੱਖਿਆਵਾਂ ਉਸ ਸਮੇਂ ਦੇ ਜ਼ਾਲਮ ਰਾਜ, ਜਾਤ-ਪਾਤ ਅਤੇ ਮਾੜੇ ਸਮਾਜਿਕ ਢਾਂਚੇ ਨੂੰ ਵੰਗਾਰ ਰਹੇ ਸਨ। ਜਹਾਂਗੀਰ ਅਤੇ ਚੰਦੂ ਨੇ ਸੋਚਿਆ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਨਾਲ ਨਵੀਂ ਹਲਚਲ ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ, ਪਰ ਨਹੀਂ। ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਲਾਸਾਨੀ ਸ਼ਹੀਦੀ ਦੇ ਦੱਬੇ ਕੁਚਲੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਮਜ਼ਬੂਤ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਗੁਰੂ ਹਰਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਮੀਰੀ ਪੀਰੀ ਦੀਆਂ 2 ਤਲਵਾਰਾਂ ਧਾਰਨ ਕਰ ਲਈਆਂ। ਸਿੱਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਹੱਥਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਾਲਾ ਦੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਸ਼ਸਤਰ ਆਉਣ ਲੱਗੇ। ਰਬਾਬ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ-ਨਾਲ ਨਗਾਰੇ ਗੂੰਜਣ ਲੱਗੇ। ਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦੀ ਲਾਈ ਚਿੜਕ ਸਦਕਾ ਹੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਉਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਜ਼ੁਲਮ ਦੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ ਲੜਦੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਅਤੇ ਗਰੀਬਾਂ ਤੇ ਨਿਮਾਣਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਖੜਦੇ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਆਓ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ 5ਵੇਂ ਨਾਨਕ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਰਤਾਜ ਨੂੰ ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਯਾਦ ਕਰੀਏ ਅਤੇ ਸ਼ਰਧਾਂਜਲੀ ਦੇਈਏ। ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਨਿਹਾਲ। ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ।
ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰੇ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ, ਇਹ ਬੜਾ ਹੀ ਇਮੋਸ਼ਨਲ ਔਰ ਬੜਾ ਹੀ ਸੱਚਾਈ ਭਰਿਆ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਰਤਾਜ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੇਟਿਆ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਆਦਮੀ ਨੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੜਾ ਮਨ ਲਗਾ ਕੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਕਵੀ ਤੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤਸਵੀਰ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਸ਼ਹੀਦ ਕੀਤਾ ਗਿਆ, ਉਹ ਵਾਕਿਆ ਸੁਣਾਉਂਦੀ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਬੱਚੀ ਰੋਂਦੀ ਸੀ, ਅੱਖਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੰਝੂ वाले ने तो इन्हें बड़ी सीरियसली रोल किया और अभी देखा और याद किया उस समय में जिस वाले इतनी बड़ी शहादत हुई और गुरुआ की मेरी सारी प्रथा से कितना बड़ा बोर्ड आया तो फिर संत सिपाही बन गए और अभी उसके बाद देखा कि साढ़े पंथ में छेवीं पातशाही के बाद जो शस्त्र विद्या भी शुरू हो गई तो अभी सच्चे सुचे संत सिपाही बन के संसार के सामने आए हैं मैं बेनती करूँगा जरनैल सिंह जी कोहलिया साहब प्लीज आ तो आगे प्लीज आ जाओ करना चाहते हैं उसकी बड़ी मेहनत की है आप बड़े इन्होंने प्ले किए हैं सारी रिहर्सल इन्होंने कराई है तो पुलिस बिल्कुल आ सकते हो मैं कर रहे हो बड़ा अच्छा जुलर जी ने बुलाया हाँ जी हाँ जी आ जाओ सियाना ग्रुप वालों हाँ जी हाँ जी डॉक्टर सतपाल जी आप भी आ जाओ प्लीज आ जाओ जल्दी आ जाओ डॉक्टर अमरजीत सिंह जी आ जाओ कोहलिया साहब ने रिकमेंड कर दो कोहलिया साहब आपने बड़ी मेहनत करके प्ले तैयार कराया 15 बंदे की टीम को रोज इतने घंटे लाने और तैयार करना ये प्रसंग आपने बड़ी अच्छा इधर आ जाओ कोहलिया साहब ऐसे आ जाओ सियाना वालों जो आपके सरकार किया जा रहा है डॉक्टर अमरजीत सिंह जोड़े ये आप दिनों सरकार दे रहा है वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह मीनवाइल मैं बेनती करूँगा रूहानी सिंह अगर इतने है रूहानी सिंह ये बड़ा फेमस नाम है कि लास्ट ईयर फर्स्ट आए थी तो साड़ी परंपरा है कि जो फर्स्ट आता है तो प्रीवियस सिंपोजियम उस वक्त भी बुलाते हैं मान करते हैं तो रूहानी सिंह अगर मेरी आवाज़ सुन रहे हैं तो प्लीज़ स्टेज पे आ जाओ फर्स्ट प्राइज विनर आप ग्रुप रूहानी सिंह क्योंकि मैं याद नहीं आया रूहानी सिंह वाह जी आ जाओ इन्होंने रिकॉग्नाइज कर दो नाले बाकी सबका ना दस दो कि तुम कितना फर्स्ट आए मोटिवेशनल मैसेज कोई भी आपको देना है लगाओ संस्था लगाओ
फिर रिक्वेस्ट है रूहानी कौर जी की स्पीच सुनो और सारे चुप दान बख्शो जी वाहेगुरु 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 हाँ जी
सत्कारयोग गुरु प्यारी साध संगत जी आओ फतेह सांझी करिए वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह I am humbled and I am honored to be with my Sangat today as we near the end of this year's Symposium. I was asked today to speak about the power of one's own writing and one's own voice. out what the next thing was to say. Super discreet. So what changed? After 12 years of doing this symposium, what gave me this power? Was it being more practiced, understanding the books a little better, saying my fateh with a little bit more strength, not needing a stool to reach the mic? I figured, in front of you all today, I'd pick up this metaphorical pen and try to figure out this question. First of all, a pen needs its ink, a reservoir to draw from. And before we write, we need to gather the content. We need to learn, discover, contemplate, be inspired on what to say. And Sikhi, we first and foremost draw from our bodies. We learn from this beautiful scripture that includes voices from different castes, religions, eras, and regions. Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji teaches us to find such Satkartar, the only truth in all places. This symposium also teaches us the same, to search out wisdom from gurus, poets. When Guru Nanak Dev Ji set out on his udasis, he didn't wait for others to come to him. He went to them in their homes, with their beliefs and their cultures, and as learners and as Sikhs, we need to do the exact same thing. Early on in my time with high school speech and debate, I had reached the finals of the national level. Everybody turned to my dad as the only man with this thought in the room. Everyone looked at him differently with this new kind of appreciation, respect, understanding. That speech had power. And later, when I started writing my own first, soak in the loves that other people have for their subjects, learn from our elders, from strangers, from our literature. Fill your reservoir to guide your voice. This is where we shape our narrative. The more I have studied our history, especially through Symposium, the more I realize how little I actually know. Entire areas, geopolitical structures, they don't fit neatly into Satis. But if we don't have a holistic picture of our past, we are left with an incomplete narrative of who we are and how our month moves forward. This really matters. Turning our oral history, your story as an individual, as a Sikh, into poems, articles, stories, posts, and conversations, it gives us this written power over our narrative. We saw it back with the Kisan Morcha. Denied media coverage, facing internet blackouts, they made their own newspaper, the Trolley Times. We see this power with Sardar Jaswant Singh Khalra. When the sons and daughters of Punjab disappeared in the 1980s, he fearlessly documented it. His pen made sure that the world knows the truth today. After the fall of Sarkari Khalsa, it was a wave of writings that revived our spirit through the Singh Sabha movement. When we write our own narrative, we present this authentic version, full of our Sikh values and our love. Third, take out that pen again. We have our controlled dispenser. A pen can write a narrative, sure, but the appeal, that comes from the expression, the handwriting, the sound of the pen on the paper. At Siana Retreat this year, we had discussed that our gurus composed Bani to express the love that they felt. They gave us Bani through Rag, through Kirtan, so that we could feel that love too, through this musical expression. Similarly, our self-expression comes in oratory. Our speech is as crucial as our words. The tone of our voices, the flow of our body language, the intensity of our eyes, these things are what create feeling in your audience. That's why your voice matters. Not just what we say, but how we let others feel what we say. The power of my Babu's voice led the strayed Sikhs to become the revered Chali Mukte and get rid of their fear. Group 2 had talked about how during the Chota Kalugara, Shaheeds used their voice in their final breaths to affirm their love for their Guru, and in the time, mothers sang, Manu Sadi Tatri, Asi Manu De Soe, Jio Jio Manu Vadeda, Asi Doon Sabaye Hoye. to instill fearlessness into their children. And then, we can all take out our pens once more. This time we cap the pen. Once you're done, capping the ballpoint is needed before you can give it to the next person. That's where the scale power comes into play. Your voice must do the exact same thing. Uplift and empower others. Give the next speaker a platform. Help others pick up their own pens. Philippe, Uncle, and Ronnie Auntie, and all the trailblazers and organizers at Siana have done just that. They have picked up their pens, took charge of their narratives, lifted their voices, and then they gave the pen to us youth, and their parents. There is a poem that my Dadi had loved to narrate, written by Sikh writer Amrita Preetham, who expressed her anguish over the bloodshed during partition, alongside her love for her land and for its daughters. Aj akhan baarish shan nu kitton kabran vichon bol te aj kitabe ishq da koi agla varg ka fol ek roi si teen Punjabi tu likh likh mare rein aj lakhan diya ron diya tenu baarish shan nu kehn. And at the very end of the poem she says aj sabbe khedo ban gaye usan ishq de chor aj kitton le aaye lab ke baarish shah ek ho. You, me, all of us, we must become this writer, this storyteller, this baarish shah that Preetham is looking for. This is the power of your words and the voice you've gained, especially for our youth who have gained it through here at Symposium. How can you stand up for yourself and for your classmates, your communities, global issues, to share the stories for others who might not have the ability or the courage to do so? So then we can ask ourselves once more, to our words, simply, very simply, love and passion for the things that we believe in, necessarily perfectly written or flawlessly executed, but because they showed a pure, raw, beautiful, passionate, and growing love. Love for their subject, love for their history, love for their Bani, and love for their Guru. Love was our inspiration. Your words and your voice, they're a treasure because nobody else, no script, no parent, no computer program can replicate your love. So whatever you write next or voice next, whether it's on a podium, across a table, in a classroom, in a boardroom, let the love for your subject and love for Vaheguru guide you. And remember that the Sikh love has always been our voice for Sarvata Bala and for universal brotherhood. Sach kaho sun le sabe, jin prem kiyo tin hi prab paaye. Una jagah ki maafi. Vaheguru ji ka khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki fateh.
भी आपने देखा पावर जड़े सिंपोजियम में आते हैं स्मॉल 6 साल के बच्चे अगो जाके रूहानी कॉर्ड बन जाते हैं तो शी वांट टू बिकम रूहानी कॉर्ड कंटिन्यू हर साल सिंपोजियम में पार्टिसिपेट करो यू बी कॉन्फिडेंट एंड वेरी गुड स्पीकर मेरे नाल ही शिविंदर सिंह आज अराउंड शिविंदर सिंह फ्रॉम नॉर्थ इंडिया शिविंदर सिंह जेडे आ ये ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਹਾਜ਼ਰੀ ਭਰਨੀ ਆ I know you are not interested in long speeches, but I just want to tell everybody, Shivinder Singh in Loma Dinda city where he was trying to become a member with no Sikh family. और जब मैं खाने को आए कि काफी a Sikh man, a young man, mechanical engineer, तो कुछ ना कुछ करना चाहिए. So we tried to help him. We said we don't have the votes. Bakersfield and there. but we morally supported him. And you will not believe that he became a winner. He's a member of city council now. So please tell our children, what did you do special to become a council member? How can you run and win the election?
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. What an honor for both of us to be here. And congratulations to all the kids, all the participants from both of us who participated in the Sienna competition over the weekend. Thank you to the parents, mentors, Dr. Manveer Singh and his family who continue to uplift our language, our culture, and most importantly, our identity. I want to thank, before I begin, I want to thank my wife, Dr. Guinea Kaur, without whom, and my kids, I wouldn't be here. So thank you so much, Guinea, for all your support during the election. Thank you. A voice so young yet full of might steps forward today to share its light with the star high and spirit strong. You lead the way where you belong. ऐ समागम सिर्फ एक मुकाबला नहीं, यह एक leadership का camp है. So to all the kids here, you're not just giving a speech, you're building your voice, and your voice will carry power. We just heard some thoughtful ideas from the kids. What would they like to do if they were made the president for one day? Now the real question is, how do you make a policy change? That's what I'm here to talk about, civic engagement. Hun sama aa gaya hai ki asi apna leadership local level te dikhaye. Know your city council members, know your mayor, know your school board, know your county supervisors, know your state assembly, and know your congressional representatives. We always encourage our children to become doctors and engineers, and there's nothing wrong with that. But how about public service? How about becoming mayors and council members? Guru Nanak Dev Ji ne kadi bhi neema vich fit hone di gall nahi ki thi. Unhone hamesha haq lai khade hone di sikkha deti. Let's imagine a future where every city boasts a Punjabi or a Sikh council member or a mayor. Someone who leads not only by life but by example. Someone who becomes visible so we no longer have to explain who the Sikhs are, what the 5Ks are, even after being here over a century in America. Now let me share a personal moment. Years ago, my son Amrit Singh and I were at the Yorubanda Library, and he looked at the wall of the city council photos and asked, Papa, would it be amazing if someone with a turban and kesh was up there so every Sikh kid could see themselves? This moment never left me. Because representation is not about fitting in, it's about standing out, it's about standing proud. With the support of my wife, Dr. Guinea Kaur, and kids Amrit Singh and Sahaj Kaur, that dream became a reality. Today, when you walk into the Yorubanda City Hall Library, you will see a turban Sikh on that wall smiling back at you. That's not just my win, it's our community's milestone. This journey has taught me representation happens when we show up, we speak up, and we step up. I'm deeply grateful to the Sangat for your unwavering prayers, encouragement, and support throughout my election journey. A journey that led me to become the first turban Sikh elected at large as a non-appointed, non-incumbent city council member in the entire state of California. It was not an easy path. It took mehnat, jagrukta, and the endless blessings of Guru Sahib and his Sangat. Let's make sure the walls of leadership one day display a dastar, someone with kesh, someone who looks like your grandfather or your sister, someone who says, you belong here. To all parents, we walk our kids to our school. Now let's walk them into the city halls, boardrooms, and voting booths. Let me ask you, ਕੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਮੇਅਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹਾਂ, ਕਾਂਗਰਸਮੈਨ ਅਸੈਂਬਲੀਮੈਨ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹਾਂ? If not, let today be the beginning. We call ourselves Sikh Americans, Indian Americans, or Punjabi Americans. But in this country, we also just need to learn to say, we are Americans. But to truly belong here, we must have a seat at the table. Because if you're not at the table, you're probably on the menu and will be eaten up. So सारे parents को एक गुजारिश है, along with teaching maths and science, please teach civic life. Take your kids to a city hall meeting. Let them see how cities run, how seva includes responsibility. And to the youth, if someone like me, a 53-year-old immigrant in the turban can do this, what's stopping you? You were born here. You have the tools, the voice, the platform. Use it up, speak it up, step up. Let's raise a generation that does not just celebrate Vaisakhi, but lives its values, courage, community, and new beginnings. Let me end this small blessing to the shining stars in this room, our youth. Sach di rahi bano, mehnat na chhado kade. Dastar te maa boli da sada fakr karte raho. We are your dastar, let your voice rise, let your thoughts be bold, your dream touch the skies. Your journey has started, walk it with grace, because the future of our Panth begins in this very place. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Looks like we started this symposium long back. Congratulations. I asked Dr. Sarpal Ji, please, in our honor card on behalf of Siana Group. Professor, researcher, Dr. Sarpal Ji का honor करते हैं. Siana Group is doing this program for the kids for a long time. I'm associated with this program from 25 years. So, Jasmeet Kaur Bank, where is that Jasmeet? A Symposium graduate. I would like to introduce you, those who don't know, because people are here from all over the country in Canada. Jasmeet Kaur Bank, she always attended Symposium when she was young, and then she became physician, and after that she tried to become a politician, and now she is a politician. The only Sikh woman in the assembly for the state of California. And she's going to announce, I don't know if she's going to become governor or congressman or what. But Jasmeet, here you are, and all these people tell us that how was your journey from symposium to assemblyman? Go ahead.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Well, Uncle Ji, you should probably tell this story. You were in the room when I was born. You know, life is such an amazing, amazing feat. I never thought I would ever run for office. I became a doctor to provide care to an area that has some of the most vulnerable patients in the entire country. So welcome to my hometown, welcome to my community of Kern County. I represent Kern County as the sitting state assembly member. I'm the first Sikh American elected to California state office. I'm the first South Asian woman in the California state legislature. I'm the first primary care doctor elected to state office. But more than that, I'm a woman, guys. The Sikh community, Guru Nanak Dev Ji taught us at a very, very early stage that woman empowerment is the backbone of our communities. And not only did our religion start from that philosophy, he created education for women. He created empowerment for women. And in his legacy, the first Sikh American elected to California state office is a woman. It was me. And that is because of the support of everyone in this room. So if anyone can do anything when it comes to politics, when it comes to your profession, it's the support of the community and having the support of a home that believes in woman empowerment is the biggest basis, especially right now. And for all the kiddos in the room, congratulations on doing, not just showing up. I know it's I remember I was right in your guys' shoes. I was giving speech symposium speeches as a kid, and now I am literally giving speeches every other day at every event here and there across the nation. I just got back from a delegation trip in Jalisco, Mexico. I was meeting with the governor there, talking about access to healthcare and immigration reform. Not just that, I'll be headed out to Napa for an event to be hosted with Nancy Pelosi to continue our fight to take back the House. As the sitting assembly member, it is my honor to be here, but more than anything, it's about the representation that matters. And there are two questions that reporters love to ask me. One of it is, why did it take so long for the first Sikh American to be elected to state office? Why did it take so long for the first South Asian woman to come to the legislature? And the story is, a lot of times, girls don't get the empowerment. And behind me, it was my mom and my dad that stood with me at every step of the way. Behind every strong person, behind every decision, it comes down to your parents supporting you. So thank you, Mom and Dad, for that opportunity. The other question, yes, please. The other question a lot of reporters ask me, and a lot of, and this is my advice to a lot of kids that want to enter politics. Don't let politics be the ambition. Find what it is that you want to change in your community. What is that one thing that you want to change? There's got to be something in your community that's impacting your community. Every community is different. For me, I was on the front lines of the fentanyl crisis as a family doctor, as an addiction doctor. I was fighting the growing drug problem in America. So for me, it was creating more services for addiction for people battling with drug problems, drug and alcohol abuse. I was able to create the first services right here in Kern County for pregnant women that are dealing with alcohol or drug abuse. I worked in my community to increase services for people with intellectual and developmental disability. I currently serve as the chair for this entire state of California for aging and long-term care, working on increasing services for our seniors, because especially one of the biggest teachings in our religion is to take care of our elders. And I was able to take care of my Nanima, Dadiji, and Pitaji as well. It's about giving back. I also work as the Chief Medical Officer for the California Medical Disaster Team for the Central Valley. So the LA fires that hit, I was deployed out there as a medical doctor serving my community. And I still do that, yes, at the same time of servicing my community as the assembly member. So my biggest thing to every child out there, don't let politics be the ambition. Focus on your education. Focus on becoming the expert of whatever problem is impacting your community. Make sure that you immerse yourself as the expert of that and let your community take you to where you need to go. I never thought I was going to run for office. Actually, politics has never ever been my ambition. I remember earlier this year when I was getting calls to run for Congress, I kind of took a step back. I called Mom and Dad and I said, Mom, Dad, what do you guys think? I am elected as the assembly member. It's a great feat. It's amazing. But I think I'm doing fine here. But the reality is there is no Sikh representation at the federal level. And it's a very scary time. Not only was I the first Sikh American elected to California state office, the very first resolution I passed was the 1984 Sikh Genocide Resolution. And that resolution was so important. I got so many calls
have tearfully thanked me for the work because it's bringing recognition to an event that the Indian government was trying to destroy. I authored the Transnational Repression Bill as well, which is going strong right now in the State Assembly, to bring recognition to what's happening with the Sikh community and all faiths, to make sure that there isn't one faith that's being targeted over another. I thought, you know what, we've done a lot. I'm good, I want to go back and become a physician. But then this year, this community asked me, Dr. Baines, please, we need you to run for Congress. And I remember saying, I don't think it's going to be that bad, but we'll make it through. But when we saw the vote to destroy healthcare in this community that has some of the highest Medicaid patients in the country, I could not believe my eyes when that passed. I took an oath to save everyone, to provide my services as a doctor. And with that oath, my community turned to me and said, Dr. Baines, I know you always say your ambition is not politics, but your community needs you. Your community needs you to run for Congress. It took me a while to come to the decision. So 2 weeks ago, I'm proud to say we announced and we launched for Congressional District 22, which is this district right where you guys are seated. We are going very, very strong. We have gotten all of the labor support and endorsements. Everybody is on fire to not only take back the House, but as well to make sure that we save health care. I have to tell you, I did not think that this race would be the #1 targeted race in the entire country. There have been outputs from national media everywhere, and it's going to be a crazy year, but we are going to emerge victorious because Guru Nanak Dev Ji and Guru Gobind Singh Ji taught us one thing. If your heart is in the right place, if your goals and your ambition is in the right place for the right reason, you will emerge victorious. And when I first ran, I didn't have any support. I had no support at all, and when I won my first seat in the assembly, we won 61%, and it was the community that elected their doctors to office. And that happened with not very much support. And I know that this time, when they saw all of the numbers, how I've won election after election, they asked me, Dr. Baines, what's the magic? How do you get to win every election by such a landslide? I said, it's because I'm a doctor. I'm not a politician. I listen to my patients. I'm still in the clinic. I'm actually going back to clinic on Monday. So back to my first theme, kiddos. Your object should not be politics. Stay in school, continue your education, let your community take you to where you need to represent them. Thank you so much to everyone in the room who helped elect the first woman and the first Sikh American to California State Office. Bye,
please come and award her because she is your best friend. A prize coming from a doctor to doctor makes sense, no? Maybe you will be a successful politician one day, who knows? Dr. Justine is a local convener for our program for Symposium, and therefore I think it's very appropriate to speak on behalf of Symposium and the recognition award her. And best of luck. What do you want her to become? A governor or?
No, that's what she is a governor. I have to tell you a short story. I was actually giving a lecture at Kern Medical Center, which is the local medical hospital and teaching institution. And there was this one girl sitting in the very back, tall Indian girl who I've never met before, who kept on asking questions. And it was none other than Jasmeet Bains. So my first introduction to Jasmeet was that she was the chief resident. So I knew that this girl is a born leader. She led, even when she was in medicine, she was by far, I think, the very best. She was head and shoulders above, she had the most intelligent questions, and she stood out as had a spark inside. And I still remember when she came into politics, I said, this girl is on fire. And I just wish keep your spark and sparkle on, and representation really matters. So we are very proud of all her accomplishments. And please keep going.
The parents are here and we are not ignoring. Durinder Singh, please come here. Amritpur आ जाओ, please. Parents आ जाओ. Parents ऐसे हाजिर है क्या? किसी कितने चले गए वहाँ? You belong to Bakersfield, right? Oh yeah. ये सारा picture. पूरी साथ से picture ले लो. Ohio रहते हो जैसे कुलदीप सिंह का पता आएगा he belongs to Ohio and मैं मूव हो गया कैलिफोर्निया दविंदर सिंह मूव हो गया and जसमीत बहुत छोटी थी
वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह दरअसल साडी मेरी ते मनवीर की कहानी थोड़ी पुरानी है पर बड़ी छोटी सी है. We used to be together. I used to be in Cleveland. He used to be in Youngstown. So ਅਸੀਂ on Friday ਦੇ ਦੀਵਾਨ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋਇਆ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਤੇ ਇਹ ਜਦੋਂ so he moved to California about roughly 8 months prior to me. So he tells me, Surinder Singh, I think we need to be together again to come to California. So मैं घर आके गल कीती. Well, my buddy is there, so I got to follow him. So, Amrit, my wife, she got so excited. California, you know, when you think of California, you look at the, you know, the palm trees and beaches and all that. We came to Delano. Delano is not California. So anyway, so something in short, ਜਦੋਂ ਜਸਮੀਤ ਮੇਰੇ ਪਾਸ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਆਈ ਹੈ, the dad, I want to run for the office. Like, what do you mean run for the office? You can take my office. She goes, no, I think I'm being approached that I need to run for the state assembly. I go, are you sure? You're a doctor. You spend so much time and so many efforts to be a doctor. Why? Politics bड़ी गंदी सी चीज होती है, so just stay away. You want to run away from it. But she decided, she said, okay, Dad, I'll think about it. Then I got a call from her supporters. They started asking that, please give us your daughter. We need an educated person. We need someone who can lead, especially for the healthcare in California. And I guess, you know, then I came home and thought about it, talked to Amrit, and they said, you know, when other people are asking, who am I to say no? And from there, she ran against the career politician, many of the know, and she gave her a little. She was, I think, about 63. She was at 61 because I'm father, I count. She was at 63.9% that she gave the faith to the, I think, about 10, 15, 20 years old politicians. So now the decision has been made for her. So she came to me, Dad, I want to stay in California. I want to serve the state. I go, Beta, when you're that famous in your party, it's not your decision, it's your party's decision. So you need to go where they want you to go because they see your ability. So go, serve the nation, and make it good for all. Ranveer Singh Gurbani. Fortunately, unfortunately, I had to move out from Bakersfield. We used to get involved in the Symposium quite a bit. But you know that I'm with you all the time. And I'm always here. And with that, congratulations to all the kids. Mera te Sardar Kuldeep Singh Bana da assi jamati hain. We graduated from the same school of Sikh Student Federation. That's how we became to know each other. And in other corner, I was in Ohio, he was in Michigan. We used to go and attend the camps which he's still involved in there. So his truly कहते एक बारी जमन लाने की लोड़ करती है जब जाग लग जाए तो दही भी जम जाता है and दही becomes useful to so many things. So for all the kids, all the visitors, all the guests, welcome and बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
Thank you, Narinder Singh. LAD Summit Radio Stable पे बैठे खड़े होकर फतेह बुला रहे हैं Dr. Amrit Singh and all his friends. तो एक बड़ी मेहनत की थी और सभी और के सामने. Sikh Youth Symposium में सारे convener, there are about 13 conveners from different areas. मुझे नहीं पता कि how many are here right now. I was asked to just read their name. Harjinder Singh from Ontario is here. Kamaljeet Kaur from Windsor Central is here. Jasbir Kaur, North and South Washington Union, Jasbir Kaur. Again. Harjeet Kaur from Texas. Manjeet Singh from Scarborough Central. Satpal Singh ji from Gopal Central. That is Satpal ji Aja. Convener का मतलब lot of work. Convener का मतलब है कि बच्चों को मोटिवेट करना, उनको फॉर्म भराने, उनको पढ़ाना. समीप सिंह मैं देखा वेरा भी आ जाओ. समीप सिंह, रंजीत सिंह, मिशिगन सेंटर पे रंजीत सिंह ऐसी आ जाओ. मनदीप सिंह फ्रॉम रोचेस्टर हेल्थ सेंटर. मनदीप सिंह सारे कलाकार आ जाओ. कुलदीप जी सारे नेशनल कन्वीनर आएंगे. रानी पैंटी, गुरकिशन सिंह बॉस्टन सेक्टर से मैं बेकरफील्ड का जो कन्वीनर होंगे की मतलब कन्वीनर का मतलब है कि बड़ा हार्ड वर्क करते हैं. ज़्यादा फिट ऑफिसर ये बच्चा पर जाने फॉर्म पर आते हैं. then it goes to regional level and it goes to central level. तो हार्ड वर्क के बाद होता है. तो राजपाल जी ये सारे इतने कन्वीनर इतने हाजिर हैं. बाकी सारे तो नहीं है पर इतने अच्छे हैं. ठीक है. तो किसी किसान मोर्चे वालों करना चाहते हो या जो भी चाहते हो ये आ गए किसी तरह के किताब मैं
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. ਕਿਸਾਨ ਮੋਰਚਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੇ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਿੰਪੋਜ਼ੀਅਮ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੋਈ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਸਿੰਪੋਜ਼ੀਅਮ ਕੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਕੌਣ ਕਰਵਾਉਂਦਾ ਤੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਕੀਤਾ. ਦੱਸਾਂਗੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੁੱਕਾਂ ਖਰੀਦ ਲਓ. ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਜੀ ਬੁੱਕਾਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਉਹ ਖਰੀਦਦਾ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਬੁੱਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਨੰਬਰ ਚ ਲੈ ਲੈਂਦੇ ਜੀ. ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਜੀ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਨੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਬੱਚੇ? ਮੈਂ ਤਿੰਨ ਜੀ. ਉਹ ਤਿੰਨੇ ਮੋਰਚੇ ਤੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਨਿੱਕੇ ਨਿੱਕੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਤਿੰਨ ਦੇ ਛਾਪੋ ਛਾਪੇ ਪੈਸੇ ਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਦੁਖੇ ਬੜੇ. ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਏਕਨੂਰ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੈਸ਼ਨਲ ਲੈਵਲ ਤੇ ਜਿੱਤ ਗਿਆ ਨਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਵਾਲੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਹੁਣ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਤੇਰੀ ਤੇ ਤੂੰ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣਾਈ ਇਹ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਹੁਣ ਤਾਂ 80 ਲੱਖ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਏ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਫਰਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ. ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਕਾਰਨ ਇਹ ਆ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸਾਡਾ ਸਿਰ ਝੁਕਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਗਾਈਡ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ. ਹੁਣ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਵੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਬੇਕਰਫੀਲਡ ਦਾ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਮੋਰਚਾ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਟੀਮ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਲਾਸ ਐਂਜਲਸ ਦੀ, ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਫ੍ਰਿਜ਼ਨੋ ਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਹੈ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਮਾਣ ਸਤਿਕਾਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਜੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮਾਣ ਸਨਮਾਨ ਹੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨਾ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਟੀਮ ਆ ਸਾਡੀ ਲਾਸ ਐਂਜਲਸ ਦੀ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਆਪਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਆ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਪਰਸਨ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇ ਸਕਦੇ ਜੀ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਨੈਕਸਟ ਪਰਸਨ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਣਾ ਦਿਓ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹੀ ਇਹ ਜੀ ਹਾਂ ਯਾਰ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਫੋਟੋ ਕਸਾਂ ਇਕੱਠਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਹਾਂ ਗਾਂਧੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੜੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਤੋੜਨਾ ਨਾ ਪਊਗਾ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣੇ
ਪਿਕਚਰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਖਿੱਚਦੇ ਰਹੀਏਗਾ ਯਾਦਗਾਰੀ ਬਣ ਜੂ
ਸਾਰੇ ਜਾਣੇ ਇੱਧਰ
ਆਪਣਾ ਸੋਭਾ ਵੀ ਲੈ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੋਂ ਸਾਰੀ ਟੀਮ ਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨਾਲ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਜੋੜਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਭੈਣ ਜੀ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਬੈਂਸ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਓ ਇਹ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਮੋਰਚਾ ਆਮ ਕੇ ਬੈਠਦੇ ਨੇ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਨਾਲ ਉਹ ਖੜੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ
ਜੀ ਖੜ ਜਾਓ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ
ਬੋਲੇ ਸੋ ਨਿਹਾਲ
ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਫੋਟੋ ਆ ਜੀ ਪਰ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੋ ਸਾਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਅੱਜ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਤਾਜ਼ਾ ਆ ਜਾ ਸਾਰੇ ਕਿਸਾਨ
ਜੋਬਨਜੀਤ ਤੇਰੇ ਬਿਨਾ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲਣਾ ਆ ਜਾ ਹੁਣ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਇਨਵਾਈਟਡ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਹੀ ਮਾਰਦਾ ਛਾਲ किसान मोर्चे ने राजपाल सिंह जी तलवार को उन्होंने आंगनबाड़ी करने की कोशिश की है तो चलो थैंक यू वेरी मच मैं खुदा को लीड से कहूँगा कि प्लीज ऐसे आ जाओ बाकी जो डिनर है उसका 9 बजे का टाइम थी तो 2 बजे सर को जाना है तो लगा था भूख लगी हुई है डिनर इज गोइंग टू बी रेडी वेरी सून पर मैं चाहूँगा कि साढ़े मान जो सरदार कुलदीप सिंह जी जो नेशनल
parents and the youth would like to know why we started holding symposium. What is it we started holding about? So if you have a seat, I will talk to you in a few minutes. Bole Sonia. The Chokda Dan Baksho, the Abdina, Char Shamde Kanana, the Ney Fateh Bulan. I will just start speaking because in noise I cannot speak. Those are my limitations. Sikh Youth Symposium, why we started them? Is it to learn to compete with others? First position. Is it to defeat those in the debate who have different views? Is it a power struggle that we have started? Because many times when the does not become first or second or third, parents complain, my daughter, my son should have been first. That's what they are asking. Well, first of all, we are not here to compete. Our purpose is to infuse Sikhi among our children, create them love for the lofty teachings of our great Gurus, and produce the most impressive Sikh orators who can convey the message of our Gurus in the most logical manner to the world. In order to achieve this objective, steps are being taken to make sure that the organizers of the local, regional and international symposia should themselves be practicing Sikhs. We need the cooperation of the parents of participants to infuse this principle in the brains of their children. It is in the best interest of the children to write their own speeches. That is the primary thing one should learn. It is in the, with minimum support from parents or other adults. The participants should independently and answer questions and ask adults for support only as reference point or to ask for guidance for Gurbani references. We are not in any way or any kind of, our objective is to help the Sikh youth who are growing up in USA and Canada by not only teaching but also infusing in them the ability to tell the story of their Gurus in almost without words. Action. would like to see the body language of our speakers that would support through gestures, body positioning. They are very well aware of the fact that their presentations makes a dramatic effect upon the audience whenever their impressive words, along with a solid eye contact into the ears of the audience. We encourage the participants to use the language of their choice in which they are most capable of expressing themselves. It does not matter which language they are most capable of expressing themselves. That may be Punjabi or English. The question here is how well, how effectively they choose their language and how commandingly they use the language or of their choice. The bottom line is how the speech come across. Our purpose is served if the speech related directly to the theme for which it was written. Because you have read the book so many times and performed it so well in your local competitions. That's why I used to say in my closing remarks all the time that all of you are winners, and I sincerely mean that. This is how I feel. This year we have between 12 to 15 youth for each group who were qualified to compete at the international level, and from between 80 to 95% marks in their score sheets. Out of 12 youth in each group this year, only 3 of them will obtain first, second and third position. Every year that's going to happen. The rest of them will get no position even though they have obtained more than 80% marks in their score sheets. They fared very well in their competition, obtaining first division according to Indian standards. We consider them winners. That's why we give them a plaque with the inscription Distinguished Speaker Award. And we mean it, that as soon as you have read and you have cleared the local competition, regional competition, and then you have come to the international, you are the winner and you are the distinguished speaker in our opinion. First, second and third positions are simply used to make it a 3-level competition, local, regional and international, just to challenge the hard-working intellectual youth to work a little bit harder than the local than others. Competition motivates individuals to strive for excellence, fosters resilience, adaptability, and drives innovation. While the potential for negative emotion exists, the benefit of competition in terms of personal and collective growth are undeniable. By embracing healthy competition, individuals and societies can unlock their potential and achieve great success. We started holding the symposium because we found that we have shortage of such capable speakers who can put in impressive words in the unparalleled and unique history also have the ability to explain them to others in suitable and simpler words. Our Gurus speak out. Babaniya kahaniyan, put saput karen, je satgur pave so man learn, say karam kare. The stories of our ancestors, if properly conveyed to the children, can convince them to walk on the footsteps of the Gurus. Out of thousands of such unusually remarkable stories, let me state with you a few, like a couple of them I should say, if conveyed properly, would convince the world to come closer to Sikhi, adopt Sikhi in no time. So the first one I was thinking of this, as soon as our founding Guru Nanak Sahib found that the world is burning in the fire of vices, he left his wife and 2 sons with his in-laws and left on the world tour to fix the problem. Bhai Gurdas ji puts it in these words, Baba dekhe dhyan kar, jalki sab prithvi dis aayi, जो गुरु गुवार है करती सुनी लुकाई, बातें भेद बनाया, उदासी की रीत चलाई, चढ़िया सोधन दर्द लुकाई. He didn't think that he should take care of his family, or he took care of the family by sending them to the in-law, and then he went to fix the world. He didn't. That kind of story can be very nicely narrated by a good speaker, a good interpreter of speeches. When humanity was divided into 4 different classes, and each class treated differently, just because they were born into a low caste, and the food was considered spoiled if the shadow of a low caste Shudra falls upon it. When associating with a Shudra by an individual born into a low caste was considered unpardonable crime, Guru Nanak chose a talented low caste Bhai Mardana as his companion and preferred to eat at the residence of a poor low caste Bhai instead of self-centered rich autocrat Malik Babu. That story can be nicely narrated if a person is a good speaker and a good explainer of things. When came the time to pick a successor, he chose one of his disciples in preference to his son because he was fittest to occupy the seat. Holyo gand bahayen, दुनियाई आपके के क्यों नानक ईश्वर जगन्नाथ उच्च हृदय ग्रैंड विष्णु दूसरा चोर a disciple rather than his 2 sons. Guru Tegh Bahadur did his extraordinary act in the world. He went to such an extreme to make sure that the righteousness may prevail. Tilat Janji Rakha Prabhata Ino Pado Kalu Saka. He gave up his head without uttering a word of sorrow. He considered it to be his duty to do all this. He surrendered his head, but not his determination. But that kind of stories that are in the Sikh history can be narrated in a much better manner to convince people how to respect the Gurus who have done so much for the nation and for the community. The moment you and members of your family go through the pages of the book you prescribe for various groups, You learn about the landmark history of the Sikh century. You learn how to present this immaculate history in an impressive manner to the public that is curious to know about this distinct looking community to whom the British call as living miracle of the world. How many of us have knowledge of the fact that the British were preparing to surrender unconditionally to the Sikhs on December of 1845, when the first time in 1945 during World War II, people think that there was the unconditional surrender. That was the surrender was prepared of unconditional nature during 1845. That is in the word of Robert Kurz. That news came from the Governor General that our attack of yesterday has failed, that affairs were desperate, that all state papers were to be destroyed, and that if the morning attack failed, all would be over. This was kept secret by Mr. Curry, and he told that it was to make an unconditional surrender for everything. And those are the things that happened in the history which need to be told in the world, that how Sikhs fought in the World War and previous to those World Wars, how unconditional surrender was evident, and that evidence was in the history of the book. And those in history, historical chapters need to be properly addressed by the good speakers and debaters that we are producing at the symposium. And you must have heard the phrase that Sikhs are dogs, but do not call them dogs, as they are very brave in the battlefield. They are bold like lions. These are the words of Qazi Nur Muhammad, a Muslim historian who accompanied Nader Shah during his invasion of India. And that story needs to be told. That whole chapter on Sikhs was written by Qazi Nur Muhammad, where he calls them dogs but praises their character so effectively, so strongly, that needed to be rewritten and readdressed to the world population so that they know how great was the history of the Sikhs. These are some of the things that we are trying to prepare by holding a symposium, so that we can have good speakers, excellent debaters, and good interpreters of the set Sikh characteristics, so that people become aware of the fact that how great the Sikh community is. So these are some of the things that I wanted to share with you by telling you that the reason for holding symposia in this manner, and our purpose is to enunciate the history to the entire family, so that not only one person learns, but the entire family learns, and by practicing Sikh principles during their life, they can teach others how a Sikh character is important, and how a Sikh behaves, not only in his or her characteristics, but also can speak and express these are some of the words that I shared with you. I hope you like that, and we will see you next year at the Intermission Symposium, and I hope all of the 13 regional chapters will progress even higher, just like this year. The participants were quite a number, and that number should increase and keep on increasing so that more and more Sikh children may learn from the Guru's history and become people. Why do people Khalsa? Why do we have, I think, one young man who is supposed to come.
Hello. The last speech of the evening. All right. Are you ready? And who is the speaker? The speaker is Angad Singh. Anybody who does not know Angad Singh? Oh, everybody knows it. All right. 18 years high school and selected out of 70,000 orators, the best speaker. So he's in Bakersfield, he's here for Symposium. So I'm honored that he's here with us. So Angad Singh, go ahead and talk. Your time, okay?
Satsangat ji, Vaheguru ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru ji ki Fateh. Thank you, Dr. Singh ji, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Angad Singh. I'm 18 years old. I'm from San Jose, California. And last month, I was actually named the national champion in oratory at the National Speech Debate Tournament. Shortly after the tournament, I was invited to feature on CBS News, where I talked a little bit about my speech, and I got to highlight the Sikh community. It's truly an honor to be speaking in front of you all today. Special thanks to Manveer Uncle ji for giving me this opportunity, as well as Ishmeet Singh for helping set this up. Today I'll talk a little bit about my personal journey with public speaking, speech and debate, as well as talking about the importance of using our voice as Sikhs. I'll keep this short and sweet. I know lunch is already being served, so bear with me, please. So my journey actually began about 11 years ago. I was around 7 years old, and I competed in a speech symposium at my local Gurdwara, very similar to what we're all here for today. And this may be a surprise, but at that time, that was not my choice. It was my parents' idea. At that age, I didn't really understand what I was doing. I didn't advance to the top level. I didn't win any trophies. But the next year, I went back. And the year after that, I went back again. And little by little, I started improving. Eventually, I made it to the international level, and I even got to win my first tournament. And it was then that I learned the first building block of any kind of success, which is consistency. And sometimes it's not about giant leaps, it's about just showing up. Giving 1% more than you did the last time. Pushing through the nerves or the boredom or the fear. And trusting that every time you stand up, you're going to grow. But consistency without any sort of purpose or connection is just, it becomes repetition. At some point, I had to ask myself, why am I doing this? I needed to care about the words that I was saying. And not just recite words, but actually believe them. And that's a lot to ask for from a 7 or 8 year old child. But flash forward to my freshman year of high school. I'm starting at a private high school. I'm the only kid in my grade with a barka. And by this point, I've already faced the questions that I'm sure many of us have heard. You know, why is your hair so long? Why do you wear this on your head? So I decided to sign up for a speech and debate class. And on the very first day, we had a drill where we had to give a 5-minute speech on the spot without any topic. No preparation or research, but right there on the spot. And I took that chance to explain the significance of my Gish, of my Dastar, and to educate my class about Sikhi. And I realized that this was a great way to spread awareness and educate those around me about my identity. And so for the first time, I felt like I was truly making a difference through my speech. I dove deeper and deeper throughout the years into these topics. One year, I discussed the 1984 Sikh genocide and how literature capturing the accounts of survivors continues to be banned to this very day. I always included quotes from Gurbani, stories from my Nani Nana, and current examples from our community in my speeches. And every time a spectator or a judge left a comment saying that they had learned something from my speech, I felt like I had accomplished my mission. As a speaker, but also as a Sikh. Eventually in my junior year, I made it to the big national speech and debate tournament. For the first time, competing against thousands of students, and after 4 long days of competition, I advanced to the final 6, ending in 5th place that year. I felt so proud to have been able to share my story with so many, but I also knew that I wasn't done yet. So going into my senior year, I had to come up with a speech topic that was truly personal and relevant and powerful at the same time. I thought back to our Sangat, to our community, and I began to recognize a pattern that was far too prevalent in our world. In our politics, our politicians are offering thoughts and prayers after every tragedy as a way to avoid accountability and ignore action. And then I noticed that even in our very own community, we come together and we do our das, we do simran, we do part. But sometimes we end there. And that should not be the end. It should be the beginning. The starting point of our seva. I ended that speech with a line of Gurbani and a prayer of my own. Birthday kadena hogi jaan ki ardas. And with this speech, the impact I was able to make increased. I placed first at the Harvard tournament in February, and then eventually at the National Speech and Debate tournament in June. But at that point, the trophy isn't the end goal anymore. The real reward is hearing from people who actually wanted to learn more about Sikhi. Hearing that people now saw prayer differently, and being able to share that story was the real reward. The activity of speech and debate is extremely important to me because the advocacy that you learn in it, it doesn't end at the stage. It extends outside of the tournaments. For example, I'll give a quick anecdote. Because of the skills I've learned, I was able to host a meeting discussing a school policy that required all students at my school to be clean-shaven. I had different students share their experience, and then I came up and talked about the importance of keeping my gesh in my body and how this policy interfered with that. And through that, I was able to change my school's guideline to allow facial hair. It's things like this that can truly make an impact. And it's things like this that we can all do. So now I want to pass the mic to everyone here, especially the next generation of Sikhis standing up front. You're growing up in a world where your identity might still feel misunderstood. You might get strange looks. You might have to answer the same questions over and over again. You may not ever feel truly American enough. And on the other end, you might feel embarrassed because your Punjabi isn't perfect. You may not fully understand the meaning of Bani. But for both sides, know this. Your voice is your power. Your Sikhi isn't something to hide. It's something to share. You don't have to wait until you feel fully confident or completely ready to start speaking. Because the truth is, you never will. Start now. Public speaking isn't about having the perfect vocabulary or Hollywood-level charisma. It's about authenticity and learning how to tell you, just like any other one. You practice, you fail, you try again. And I understand that it's nerve-wracking for some people, but I think a lot of us are better speakers than we give ourselves credit for. I'm sure everyone in this room has already spoken up when someone asked, "What's that on your head?" and you answered patiently. That's public speaking. You've explained why we don't cut our hair, or what the kara means. That's public speaking. You've corrected a teacher or a coworker mispronouncing your name. That takes just as much courage as a 10-minute speech. So don't say you can't speak when we all already have. Public speaking is something that helps in high school, in college applications, in college, in our careers, in our personal life, in our Sikhi. In every aspect, learning to use our voice confidently and proudly makes us stand out. And we are all part of the Khalsa. We were born to stand out. It's literally in our history. The voice of Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji was a voice of compassion and a plea for peace and unity during a time of hatred. Wherever he traveled, he spoke out against what appeared to him as empty or harmful rituals. When Babur entered South Asia and massacred civilians, Guru Nanak Dev Ji stood up against him, using his voice to call out these atrocities. Shri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji spoke out for human dignity and freedom when fighting religious persecution under the Mughal Emperor in the 1600s. The Chaur Sahibzade spoke out against tyranny. Shri Guru Gobind Singh Ji instilled in us the courage to always fight for what is right. So in this country, today, where hate crimes rise with every news cycle, and where we as Sikhs are still mistaken for who we are, the most revolutionary thing we can do is speak. In gurdwaras like we're all here to do today, but also in classrooms, on stages, on podcasts, in courtrooms, and in Congress. My advice for now is this: take any and every opportunity to speak, no matter if you're a kid competing, a parent or a grandparent here. Whether at a school or a play or a debate, push yourself into an environment where you will be standing up and speaking out. And eventually you will become used to it. Whether at school, at the Gurdwara, or at this very symposium, speak. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be you. Thank you so much for having me. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
It was so hard to get hold of Pankaj Singh. But Speak is not here, who is the one got me connected to you. Speak is not here, but I think Amrita is here. Isn't Amrita here? Amrita, come here. We want you to recognize you. And your parents can come here. Please, all over. Your mom and dad can come here. Pankaj Singh is young, but his parents are very young too. You can see that. Very young family. You must have taught him something. You're
And we wish him luck for Boston University.
Yeah, wishing what?
Boston University of Chicago.
Boston College, are you okay? That's it's high school and trying to go to good college. So Boston is going to go. So we are going to watch it. Everybody knows it. We want to see what Anderson is doing. Thank you for coming. Officially, we conclude our program. So this is time for dining. Dinner there, so go ahead and start eating. Tomorrow morning, at 8 o'clock, we go to Gurdwara. We have people from 8 to 9, and 9 onwards, we have an award ceremony. So we'll see you all, Gurdwara, Guru Gurdwara. Most of our participants currently are already staying in Mariott Hotel. Some people are living privately, so go ahead and get a ride and try to get to your host family so you can stay tonight, rest enough, and then tomorrow you can enjoy our last day of the symposium. Yeah, all the photos are available on civic.records. So link will be sent out and you can see. Singh Gurbani. singhgurbani.com, you can see everything. So after we can continue to watch our program. Thank you very much.